is Congressman Mike Collins.
Our country's been screaming to get back to the number one thing Donald Trump said you'd never get tired of: winning. We're going to secure that border. We're going to stop American families from losing sons and daughters to these illegal. I was very proud to sponsor the Lake and Riley Act. Do not, under any circumstances, let anything get between you and getting your vote counted.
Well, hello, Turning Point USA. How y'all doing today? Now listen, before I get started, I just got to give some shout outs to my Georgia folks. Cooper, Ryan, the whole Georgia staff, thank you for what you do for the state of Georgia. It is an honor to be out there knocking doors with you and supporting good, solid conservative Republicans out there. Listen, for those of you that don't know me, I am Mike Collins. Y'all, I'm just an old trucker, small business owner, and proud to say it, America First member of Congress. And you know what? It's great to be back at AmFest, because this is not my first time. I've been coming to AmFest since before I got elected. And you know, this is probably the most consequential gathering every year, other than, I would say, our houses of worship that I'm aware of. You know, and I want you to know something. I want you to know just how important it is that you're here today, at the very first America Fest since Charlie Kirk was taken from this world. Because, you know, everybody in this room, you've been through a lot over the past 4 months. You've been told by your professors that your political views are too dangerous. You've been attacked in the middle by the liberal media for believing in free speech. You've been jeered and mocked for believing in Charlie Kirk's vision for America. But I tell you what, one thing's clear. Man, you weren't silenced. You see, I believe that gunshot on September the 10th was the second loudest noise of the day. The sound of your defiant voices, that was first. And that's right. That's good. And you know, although it started with tears and anger, screams, you know, it's slowly, then around the world. I mean, at a volume, and I think Charlie could hear from heaven, every one of you said, "I am Charlie Kirk." Listen, you rose up in the classrooms on college campuses around the world, and you said, "No more hiding from the mob. I want a better life for my family. And yes, Christ is King." You see, a bullet that meant to silence us, it only made us louder. And I need for you to bottle that up and continue. Just let it motivate you. Because you know, listen, I've got more years behind me than I've got in front of me. You're the future of our country. You're in charge of safeguarding America's security, our way of life, our future. Because, y'all, we need leaders in this country who won't sell out our jobs or opportunity to the global masses while Americans do the right things. You study hard. You went to school. You got the right degrees. Or you went to vocational training. All to just become victims of globalization and imported labor. We need leaders who are going to fight to make sure that their children get to chase their version of the American dream. We need leaders who hold the government accountable and make it work for them. And y'all, we need leaders who will say, if it's not America first, I don't want it. See, that was Charlie Kirk's vision. And now Now it's your turn to keep up the fight. And you know, I know that sounds like a lot. It is. It is a lot. But I believe in you. And by the way, you're here today, you being here, it just shows that you're not afraid. But listen, I want to tell you what you're up against up there. Because they don't want you to own a home. No, they just want you to rent. They don't even want you driving your own car. They want you riding on government-run mass transit. They don't want free speech. They want control. As a matter of fact, they want you looking to the federal government for every answer instead of looking to God. There is a fight for the soul of our country, and if we don't win, the America that our forefathers imagined, an America that Charlie Kirk fought and died for, will be lost. So I need you. I need you to get active. I need you to get involved in politics, run for office, work on campaigns, do your part to build an America that you're proud of. Because y'all, we've seen what happens when young Americans mobilize. I'm going to tell you something. There's nothing that ever happens in Washington, D.C. until the American people demand it. And by gosh, last year, they demanded a government that puts America first, ends illegal immigration, rebuilds our economy, and tells the forgotten men and women across this country that you will not be forgotten anymore. And y'all, that's exactly what we got with President Trump. Thank the good Lord. Because look at what we had. We had an auto pen for a president. We had corrupt judges running the country. We had a wide open southern border that flooded our nation with illegal aliens, and a regime that wanted to see our views and our very way of lives crushed. And President Trump, he saved us from 4 more years of it. And a lot of y'all in this room helped make that happen. You see, y'all were with me in Iowa, knocking on doors for the president, negative 22 degree weather. We were all wishing we had warmer jackets and coats on. Y'all were also with me in Georgia when we were opening up Trump Force 47 offices with Kash Patel in that hot summer Georgia sun. And the one thing is, man, we didn't give up. See, if we're going to realize Charlie Kirk's vision, a vision for an America that stands up to the globe to better its own citizens and understands that we need to build up America's youth, not ship away their opportunities, then I need to have you to keep up the fight. Now I'm going to leave y'all with 3 quick things here real quick. Number 1, President Trump is by far the best president in my lifetime. He will go down as one of the best presidents in the history of this country. And how about J.D. Vance? Man, you talk about a vice president that gets it. Yo, we shut down that border that Joe Biden left wide open. We're making America energy dominant. That's right. Drill, baby, drill. We're rebuilding the middle class and fixing Biden's economy. And we are putting Americans first because Democrats put us last. Now, number 2, y'all, it's the best time in the history of this country to be a member of Congress, especially if you're a small businessman. Because we got President Trump running our country like a business, and our nation is now safer, more affordable, and better off because of it. Now having said that, that leads me to number 3. Because, y'all, we got a problem. We got a problem in that U.S. Senate. And President Trump, he needs some backup. See, we got a guy that was elected in a fluke election in Georgia, and he's basically California's 3rd U.S. senator. I mean, he walks around, he tries to look like JFK. He tries to sound like Obama. But in fact, he's nothing but a rubber stamp for Chucky Schumer. And here's the thing now, Democrats think if they can get him reelected, they're going to run him for president in 28. And as much as I'd like to see JD mop the floor with the guy who's never had a real job, man, Georgia, we can't wait that long to get rid of a senator who has the morals of Nancy Pelosi's husband's boyfriend. Now listen to me. This may be the most important thing that I say all day today. Y'all, we live in a country where one college student can build a movement of millions. Where a kid raised in rural Appalachia can become the vice president of the United States. Where a blue-collar trucker from Georgia can write and pass legislation that saves lives with the Laken-Riley Act. You see, we live in a country that rewards hard work, conviction, and that American spirit. Y'all, we live in the greatest nation on earth, period. So get out there. Chase your version of the American dream. Never apologize for your beliefs. Don't back down to threats, and always fight for what you believe in. Listen, my pastor Benny Tate always has a saying. He says, you were made on purpose for a purpose. Now go get them. Thank you. Appreciate it.